When the going gets rough, you know how the saying goes. Sometimes things happen. Life happens, and it's not always our fault. In this podcast, we'll feature real-life testimonials from people like you, from good times to bad, funny memories and hard lessons learned. Everyone has a story, and everyone has been there. From business owners to parents to young adults, the Hive Five aims to tell stories of overcoming the struggles of adulting while celebrating the little victories of life. In each podcast, our guests will give insight to 5 key takeaways from someone who's been there and done that, leaving you better than when you started. Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Kagan with BriteBee, and we also have Catherine here, Marketing Director of BriteBee.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us again on the Hive. Oh, gosh. Restart. I'm already, joking. Can you do that again?
Oh, that is awesome. All right.
Or do you just want me to do my part again?
Nick, you are going to have a blast today.
Oh, did you ever watch any of my Hustle Condition episodes?
No.
It was nothing. It was completely live. We screwed up all the time.
I love it. I love that I can edit all this. That's an icebreaker right there. All right, let's do that. Let's do that again.
Do you want me to just pick up, or do you want to say yours again?
Heck no, let me just do it all again.
Okay, hold on. Let me swallow this time. Okay.
Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Kagan with BriteBee, and we also have Catherine here, Marketing Director of BriteBee.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us again on the Hive Five.
And today we have a phenomenal guest, one of our partners, Rocket Referrals, and we have Nick Berry here with us.
Hi, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, doing good. Thank you so much for being on today.
Oh, no problem.
Well, just want to tell a little bit about Nick. Nick is the coordinator at Rocket Referrals. We believe he is one of the key people there, but also has held a lot of different titles over the years at different companies. He's been a developer, he's been a graphic designer, sales manager, chief hustler, chief thanker, and more. But we also want to congratulate him. Nick just recently got married. So how is that going for you?
You know what? It's been a fun ride so far. We got married in March down in Alabama at Gulf Shores, and then we just had our wedding reception for all our friends and family who couldn't make it to our destination last weekend, and that was a blast too. It was a really fun party and glad to be able to see all our friends and family together for a party.
Awesome. And you also added quite a bit of people into the mix, right? I mean, we've got some kids on both sides.
Yeah, we're kind of the modern Brady family. I've got 2 kids. My wife has 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old, and she's got a daughter that turns 10 next week and a son that's 12. So yeah, we're a definite modern blended family.
That is great.
That's awesome. Big families are always so much fun.
Oh yeah, I have 5 sisters myself. My dad was remarried a couple times, so I have a lot of half sisters, and even some stepsisters. And so I get where how my kids feel sometimes.
Right. Well, and what would you say your biggest challenge right now is with your family?
Keeping all the kids entertained during summer.
Yeah, I've seen you taking them to the movies on Facebook, the DriveIn movie, and I think you said something like, I wonder if this was a good idea to do.
Yeah, well, yeah, my 5-year-old, she's the typical 5-year-old. They didn't play, we thought they were going to play Incredibles 2 first. Well,
okay.
They played, which we were like, oh, cool. She'll, sit down and watch a cartoon. No, they played Ant-Man and Wasp first. She was done 10 minutes into the movie, and my wife's like, you know what? We always, when we do stuff like that, we take 2 cars just in case one of the kids decides they don't want to participate anymore.
And it just so happened to be the girl that bailed on the Marvel action movie, right?
She just didn't care, and it was kind of late for her, so we kind of half expected it.
That's so funny. Well, to get us started, give us an idea of what Rocket Referrals is and what part you play as well.
Awesome. Well, what Rocket Referrals is, we're a client communications platform, and the majority of our customers are independent insurance agencies, and you know, my role of the company is I'm the coordinator. That's my title. I fill in and help the sales team when they need help. I fill in and help the account managers when they need help. But my primary role is also to make sure that the salespeople, their follow-up gets done, make sure our marketing is on point, and also make sure that our pipeline is full for our salespeople.
When did you start with Rocket Referrals?
The beginning of October, actually. I've been October 2017. I was actually looking for another position, and Rocket Referrals was looking for a coordinator, and with my background, it was a great fit.
And are you also considered the chief hustler, the chief thanker? I mean, what else are you considered here? I mean, are these other titles from past positions, or is this something that you're considered now?
Those are from past positions. The chief hustler is actually from another side project of mine, but chief thanker actually stems from a previous business I had where I actually did handwritten cards for people, and that's why I think I fit in so well in the company here, is because of my background with handwritten card systems.
I have a question, Nick. Did you just happen to stumble upon Rocket Referrals, or did they seek you out? Because it sounds like what you did is so similar to what they do in their company. And so I'm wondering how the two of you got together.
Well, it's kind of funny. When I started my handwritten card business in 2015, Rocket Referrals was just starting also. And everybody would say, oh, you're like Rocket Referrals. I'm like, no, I'm just cards. Those guys have software and all this other cool stuff and handwritten card technology. I'm just a guy that writes cards for businesses. And then last September, I got let go from a position, and I was looking for something, and I was like, I want something that speaks to my soul, to my being, and Rocket Referrals was hiring. I'm like, what they do, I want to be involved in. So I did what I could. I even, after I sent my resume in, I sent them a handwritten card, all that stuff. I went full bore.
That is awesome. And so how has it been so far?
It's been amazing. I'll be honest, I've been doing this since October. Most times when you start a new job, after a few months, you're like, I don't want to go to work. There has been no mornings when I haven't woke up dreading coming to the office. I have a 40-minute commute, and I look forward to my commute just because I'm going to get to work.
Yeah, if you know Tori and Carl, it definitely is one reason for that. I mean, they're phenomenal guys. They have a great culture in the office, and I would say it never gets boring.
Oh, no. And the great thing about it is when I have a crazy idea about how I want to follow up with our customers or our leads, or, how to take care of our customers, stuff like that, they listen to my crazy ideas. And if there's something I want, they give me the tools I need to do that thing. And that's something that most companies, I'd say the majority of companies, don't empower their employees with.
Very true.
Well, I'll say this about our trip to Rocket Referrals. As soon as we left, I wanted an office dog, and within the week, Kagan had bought a hoverboard. So you guys are trendsetters for sure.
Yeah. We joke a lot of times because we're still technically a startup. We're high growth. We're all that phase of a company, but we're an anti-startup company. We have a hoverboard and an office dog, but that's where the differences really differentiate us between and most other startups. We're professionals, and we're coming into work. We're not playing ping pong. We don't have arcade machines, all that crazy stuff. We don't have a kegerator in the office, as much as I'd like one.
Nick, I did see a video of Carl trying to jump on a hoverboard, like a skateboard, I guess, and he busted his butt.
Yeah, I was on a demo when that happened, and we were in our old office downstairs. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that location. He shook the whole floor.
I mean,
everybody came running.
That was amazing. Yes, I'm amazed that he did not get hurt, or did he get hurt?
He didn't get hurt. He does this goofy stuff like that all the time. I'm like, you're my age. You're gonna get hurt one of these days. I know what it's like. I've done it.
Right. And what I liked is in the video, and we'll make sure we put this in the show notes as well, someone was petting the dog in someone else's lap, and it was just very calm and collected. And then on the other side, on the right-hand side, you see him jump up, fall down, and then everything kind of goes chaotic. And so it was so funny.
you watch the whole end of it, you'll also see one of our developers, Andrew. He fell on the floor laughing.
Oh, he was dying. It was hilarious.
That is awesome.
Well, we'll definitely put that in the show notes because it's definitely something for everyone to enjoy and watch.
We post it in our Slack every once in a while. We have a GIF of it. We just drop in there.
That's awesome.
Well, Nick, Rocket Referrals is heavily geared towards insurance agents. So I know y'all do a few things outside of the realm of insurance, but let's talk insurance. So how can Rocket Referrals benefit insurance agents? And can it benefit consumers at all?
I see it absolutely can benefit both sides. We're client communications, and our big focus is on relationships. So a lot of times what Rocket Referrals does is through our survey process, we identify customers whose that relationship is failing. People are, I know a lot of people are familiar with the NPS survey, and that's what we utilize to gauge how loyal customers are. And if somebody's a 5 or a 6, there's something going on with that person, that the relationship has failed at some point between that consumer and the agent. So we're giving agents an opportunity to resolve that relationship, to reach out to that person that's raised their hand and said, I have a problem. Now, as far as consumers, it benefits consumers because once they identify themselves as a potential detractor or neutral or even a promoter, their agent should be reaching out to them and helping them resolve their issue. If it's a matter of, a lot of times what we see is it's just a lack of communication from agents to consumers. So those consumers are keeping the relationship with their agent, which we know that a relationship with the agent is super important, especially when it comes time for claims or there's an issue with their account or something like that. So the consumer is getting a better relationship with their agent too. So it benefits both sides through that.
And with Rocket Referrals, you all specifically focus on the insurance agent, but Rocket Referrals can be used in many different businesses and anyone who's serving customers, right?
Oh, absolutely. Primarily the service businesses, chiropractors. We have real estate agencies. We've got a car dealership down in Oklahoma that uses Rocket Referrals. So we even have a couple of screen printing companies. They're still in the service business. They're still customer service oriented companies.
Do you think that insurance is a really big part of your business? Or would you say it's the majority?
It's the vast majority of what we do. And we were primarily built for insurance. I mean, that's our first customers, before a line of code was ever written for Rocket Referrals for our software, we were in the offices of independent insurance agencies.
Yeah, and you guys do a phenomenal job, and you understand the insurance industry so well. One of the things that we love about Rocket Referrals is that their product integrates directly within BrightBee. So for insurance agents who have a Rocket Referrals account, those testimonials and reviews go right into BrightBee right when they receive them. So what's so amazing about that is now we have a platform that we can project all of these reviews on versus just their website, which is so great.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And those testimonials are really important. I don't think agents really always understand how important not just reviews are, but testimonials are. You can say you're going to do something for a customer. You can say, I'm going to be there when you need me. But until somebody sees someone else say that you did that thing, it doesn't sink in a lot for a lot of people. So that's why those testimonials, why I see such value in testimonials.
One of the things I see, and I might be completely wrong, but one thing that we see is we get these reviews, and of course we feel really good about ourselves, right? Oh, we're doing such a good job. But where do we go from there? Because just having a long list of testimonials, it can be effective to some degree, but at some point, how do you encourage people to utilize them and move forward to help them actually grow their business?
Well, those testimonials, they're nice they're one of those nice to have, but I think they're also a need to have, because when people do end up in your website, they provide that social proof. One of the really cool things I've seen one agency do, and they shared this in our Rocket Squad group. They take their testimonials, they copy and paste them into a Canva.com template, and then they post that testimonial on social media and Instagram and their Facebook feed, so their other customers see the things that are being said. It reinforces the things that are being said within their existing book or in their existing base of social media followers. And they're also a huge benefit, morale boost for the agents and CSRs and producers inside the agency. We use Rocket Referrals in-house towards our customers also. I will admit, there's been days I've just been like lackadaisical and just kind of going through the motions of doing my day-to-day job. And then I get a testimonial from one of my customers. It was a huge morale booster for me. It kind of perked me back up and was like, oh, you know what we're doing is important. And the agents and producers and CSRs, when they get a testimonial back, they'll get that same feeling.
So we do the testimonials. We also do the reviews, the NPS scores, but you guys do more than just that. And so tell us, this is one of my favorite things to talk about, the cards and the thank you cards, the handwritten cards, and also the other things that you can put on the cards. I think it's just so fun. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, absolutely. So we've got tons of card communication options for customers. By default, we've got thank you cards for your referrals. We've got welcome cards for your new customers. We've got what we call loyalty cards, and they're kind of a random card that goes out to the agency's most loyal customers who've been with the agency for several years or the longest, maybe referred in the past. We also have birthday cards, and and it kind of befuddles me that more agencies don't use birthday cards. They're relatively inexpensive per customer. For a couple bucks a year, you can send a birthday card to every per customer in your book, because nobody gets mail anymore. I mean, my grandma was the last person to actually send me a card, and she passed away 18 years ago. So if I got an actual handwritten card in the mail from my insurance agent, it would change my perspective about that person, and it could be any industry. We get a lot of people that say, oh, I want to send birthday emails. And I tell people, don't send birthday emails, send a birthday card. Birthday email might be free, but it's going to be jumbled up with all the other Gap emails and forum emails and all this, and birthday emails from Facebook, all that stuff. Birthday card's going to get in their home. It's going to get opened, and it's going to change their perspective about the agency.
Yes, and you also have something else. You can put a monetary value on the cards as well.
Yes. Right? Yeah, we have we built our own custom integration with a system called Tango, which I explain when I talk to our customers. I explain Tango. It's kind of like the gift card wall at Walgreens. They can redeem that gift card code at one of like 85 stores, or at any 85 stores that Tango offers. And that's a huge thing for a lot of customers. And we talk to customers all the time. They'll ask, well, what do I do with these? And well, what we have found is, instead of telling everybody, oh, if you give me a referral, I'll give you $10. Just send a thank you card with a gift card in it instead of promising it up front, and just do it where it just feels like you just did it because it was a nice thing to do. It gets more impact.
Right. And there's something about telling someone that, hey, I'll give you a $10 card if you do this and this and this, and everyone's like, $10.
Right.
Yeah. Like $10. But if you just send the card with a $10, someone goes, oh, $10 I didn't have.
Right.
And so there's something about that, and you don't have to try to entice everyone. You can just entice them by just showing your gratefulness to them once they do something.
Right. And our whole perspective is about relationships and sales. It's, if you tell someone, hey, if you send me 5 referrals, I'll give you a gift card. You're creating a business relationship. You're not creating a personal relationship. And that consumer isn't going to view you as a relationship. They're just going to view you as another transaction.
Right. Right. That makes complete sense.
I'll say this, as a consumer, the fastest way to my heart is a $10 Starbucks card. So if my insurance agent sent me a Starbucks card, I would be thrilled.
Right.
So Nick, tell us about the struggles. We know that insurance agents are a phenomenal piece and they are needed in the industry. But it's also hard to to get in touch with them. Let's be honest. Everyone listening, even if it's an insurance agent, knows that sometimes they're difficult to get in touch with, or sometimes we all have, the gatekeepers of insurance agencies who kind of watch our backs, who make sure that we're not just getting calls left and right that we don't need. So how do you guys reach out? How do you show value for your insurance agents that you're reaching out to?
Yeah, I've been in sales since 2002. Gatekeepers have been the bane of my existence. But and honestly, I don't bug. We don't bug people when somebody signs up for a demo with Rocket Referrals. We don't pester them. We don't beat them up too hard. But otherwise, we try to stay in front of our customer, our leads, our insurance agents. We through email, if we'll try to call them. If they don't answer their phone, we'll send them an email. If they don't respond to our emails, we'll send them a handwritten card. and we found that those three methods, staying in front of them that way, and then we're also adding into the mix of social media marketing and stuff like that to kind of stay in front of our leads and our potential customers that way. And it really is just being persistent and finding different and finding the method of communication that customer wants to purchase at.
And how many times do you hear someone say, man, I am just too busy for this. I cannot do this right now.
I hear it all the time, and I go, you know what? That's awesome. That's why you need Rocket Referrals.
And why do you need Rocket Referrals? Because it's just one more thing I have to do, or are you guys doing something for me?
We do all those personalized communications. We assist and help over, and a lot of agencies we actually take over onboarding because they're not doing it, or their process they have is so cumbersome it doesn't get done. We're also, helping identify those customers who do, who the agency hasn't done a good job of staying in front of that person. So, we're helping them find those customers who are raising their hand and saying, hey, pay attention to me, or you're going to lose me. Those kind of people. So we're taking that stuff off of their hands so they can identify, and we're even telling them, hey, you should call this person. It's been a while since they've sent a referral, or it's been a while since they've responded to any emails. So we actually built that into part of Rocket Referrals. So we're helping the agent and the CSRs and the producers identify the people that they need to talk to.
Nick, it sounds like you are just an expert in the field of personalization. And I think what Rocket Referrals does is just really neat. And, one of the things that we stress to our agents is that online reviews and testimonials are pretty much the new word of mouth. So, for insurance agents, a lot of times we hear, well, I don't buy leads. I get all of my business off referrals. And we say, that's great. That's exactly what you should be doing. But that's something that you need to establish online as well. So I think that that's one of those things that Rocket Referrals can definitely help any insurance agent with. And in true high five fashion, we want to hear your 5 key takeaways just about business in general or about Rocket Referrals. What would you say that anybody who's listening today needs to know?
Have a process, automate the process, make sure the process is working, audit yourself and your business every year, and then make sure that everybody in your agency is buying into the process. It's simple. It really is. Like I said, I've been in sales for 20 years. Every time I've gotten away from my own process, I don't document my process, and I don't automate those things, I fail every single time. When I do those things, when I do those 5 things, I succeed. And that's why, Rocket Referrals is so successful, is because we have a process. We use our own process. We use our own software, and we automate it. We make sure it's working. Everybody buys in. When somebody signs up, when somebody becomes a Rocket Referrals employee, account manager, business development coordinator, it doesn't matter, developer, they buy into our system. They buy into our philosophies. And that's why I think we have such a great team, is because of those things too.
Nick, there is no reason why people should not at least try you out. There's no reason why they shouldn't at least just try it and give you a chance to show what Rocket Referrals can do. So how do they reach you, and how do they reach your team to make sure they have that opportunity?
The best way is go to rocketreferrals.com/demo and book a demo. We have a free trial. Doesn't end. It's basically, we'll send as many surveys out. We'll send as many testimonial requests. The only thing we don't do automatically on the trial is send online review requests. Anybody, and we integrate with the majority of the management systems that have integrations. We know how to work with the rest of them: Hawksoft, EasyLinks, Now Certs, all these ones that we don't have automation integrations built for. And we're super, I think we're underpriced. Our pricing is really inexpensive, especially if you're a scratch agency for $150 a month. We're less than your management system. We're half of what some management systems cost per month. We don't have a setup fee. We don't do contracts. Everything's month to month. We have to prove our value to agencies every single month, or they go away. And if they don't see the value, we're going to lose them as a customer. So we work super hard to make sure that the agencies see value in the things we do, for 12, 18, 24, 36 months.
Yeah, that is great. And we want to remind everyone that we are a partner with Rocket Referrals, and we're just so thankful for them to give us an opportunity to be a part of what they're doing. And what we have done is integrated again with Rocket Referrals so that any reviews that are in testimonials that are coming in go directly to our site, that the insurance agent doesn't have to even ask for additional reviews or testimonials. They're going right there. So it's just a phenomenal way. They complement each other really well. And I believe we're on the same path to continue to keep insurance agents going and moving forward and growing their business and staying in the market for a longer time. Well, we really appreciate you listening today. And Nick, thank you so much for giving us some information on Rocket Referrals. We could talk all day about Rocket Referrals and just how great the company is. We believe in what you guys are doing. We want to remind everyone to make sure to subscribe and also give us a review. We need reviews. We need testimonials. We need to understand how we can get better as well, if this is valuable for you or not. And we want to make that the best experience for our consumers or whoever's listening. Again, we hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.